We're supposed to be the trend or follow the trend. Hey guys, this is your girl Dom, aka Serenity Within, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for coming to my channel. And if you're a returning Serenity Within family member, hey girl, hey, thank you for coming back. So in this video, we are doing something just a smidget different, and I wanted to talk about batch content. I feel like batch content is these words where it's like, oh my goodness, it's so much work to do. Yes and no at the same time. It's all about planning. It's how you plan, when you plan, and coming up with strategic planning to execute batch content day, which I consider it to be BCD, batch content day. So we're just gonna jump right into this video and talk about batch content. So I do have some experience under my belt when it comes down to batch content, and as well, I do have some notes, so if you see me looking down, I'm trying to make sure I stay on task and say exactly what it is that I want to say without being thrown off the wrong way. So basically, batch content, we all should know this, but just in case we don't, it's basically filming in bulk. It's you taking one day to record as many videos as you may like. That helps you out knowing how to stay on task, staying on schedule, and organizing all of your content, so that way you always knowing what you're posting, how you're posting, and the times that you are posting. So the first thing you want to know is to plan first. That is the biggest thing that I can tell you. You want to make sure that you plan first before you try to do any batch content. I can't tell you how bad that went for me the first time I did it. It was horrible. Now my content itself, it was great. It could have been way better, but having a plan before executing the batch content day itself is what's going to save you so much time. You need to figure out and decide what platforms are they going on, whether it's the YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. And you also want to know how many videos are you trying to get out of the batch content day. So you just want to make sure that you are on task with being realistic with your timing and being realistic with how many videos you can do. It's not a competition. It's not a race. It's just you producing your own content on your own time. And it also depends on your niche, or if you don't have a niche or whatever the case may be, all of that plays a role with timing. So you just got to remember how many hours you're going to give yourself on batch content day in order to complete the amount of videos that you want. Just be realistic. And I say for the first time, do not overwhelm yourself, because it can get overwhelming. But if you plan right and you listen to the steps that I say, I think that you will be okay. I think that you'll be okay. But this is what worked for me. Everyone has their own way of batch content, and I would say just hearing people's opinion of how to do batch content will help you to come out with your own way of doing it. So just hearing someone else say it doesn't hurt you. You just apply what they say and then twist it and put it in your own way. I mean, that's honestly a content creator. So then next after that, you want to create with multiple platforms in mind. Having the platform in mind will help you to know, all right, how many cameras do I need? Is it going to be the long form for YouTube? Is it going to be the vertical form for Instagram? Like, you have to figure out exactly which platforms you want to work on. And from my experience, now I'm not saying that you just have to work on one platform, but I found it better for me to really dive into one platform at a time just to figure it out, and then that's when I start increasing on another platform. But that's completely up to you. Like, that's just do what works for you. But when it comes down to batch content, just be mindful of, if you only have one camera, it will be tricky to do but you can still do it. You just got to be on point on what you're doing. And then another thing, you got to figure out what days you are going to edit. But that's what I love about batch content. One time I created 2 weeks worth of content. Doing that 2 weeks worth of content, now you have to factor in editing. And it's like, you'll forget, oh yeah, I just got all these videos, great, I'll edit the next day, and then the next day and the next day. You just gotta be really consistent and just realize this is a lot of work. You're not just posting a video, you're not just doing this little thing. No, when it comes down to content creation, there is a lot of work that you have to do, but it's fun work, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And it can be very annoying in the beginning trying to find your place in this world that is so saturated. There's room for everything. everyone here, so we're welcoming you in. I am going to constantly push this into your ears. This is what works for me, and this is what got me to the platform where I am right now with the subscribers of having, I think I'm at 55 right now, 55K. So hoping that this helps you clear your mind when it comes down to doing batch content. So the first thing you want to do on topic number 2, figure out your content strategy. I know you're probably saying like, duh, yeah, we get that. But personally, I feel like you should have had this done the day before prepping. Typically for batch content, it's an average of 1 to 2 days of planning and actually physically doing batch content. But with me, I do it in 3 days. The 3 days give me the time to actually focus on each thing on different days, which makes organizing my content so much better. So day 1, basically all I'm doing is planning for the month. What I did for the month of January, I planned for the entire month. So day 1, that's all I was doing. I was planning. I was trying to figure out which videos that I wanted to do. You're getting very detailed in every step. When I did the month of January content, I literally did that in probably like 3 hours, or it could have been a little bit less, I don't know. So basically you just got to figure out, what do you want to do for this month? What's your goal? What's their meaning? So say for instance, we want to talk about a niche real quick. I really don't want to be on topic of niche, but I would talk about it just for a little bit. So say for instance, the niche is fitness. So for the month of January, you want to focus on what about fitness. So now you have 4 weeks to break down fitness in so many different categories. You can do fitness for beginners, fitness for diabetic, and then you can do like get ready with me challenge to my next for February challenge. I don't know, something like that you can do. Being that the first week would be like the beginners friendly, now you're breaking down for 7 days, beginner friendly, easy workout. Everybody wants to be fit in January. So you want to come up with content that's going to grab them and that's going to be organized to a position of what you're really doing. You know, does that make sense? It's like you're planning each week for the reason of the month. So you're planning each week fitness goals, fitness ideas. You could even do fitness meals. So that way it all equals up to fitness. Now, if you want to do a challenge in February, that's getting them ready and equipped for the challenge that's coming. It's all about being consistent and having order and strategy to make everything fit. When it comes down to niche, I'm not a big niche person. And I think when niche was the thing when I first started, it was so hard for me to find my place in social media because I wasn't sure what a niche for me to do. I'm very gifted in a lot of things, so I couldn't pinpoint at least that one thing that I wanted to do. So I stopped niching and started recording. But some people, you have a niche. Makeup is your niche, hair is your niche, fitness is your niche, cooking is your niche, and that's cool. You have a niche, you have videos around it, but there's some other people who are great with get ready with me routines, or I'm a college student, that's their niche. Or there's some people saying, you know, I'm a college student, but I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I have this. It's like there's so many things about you, and I feel like either way, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just want for people to understand that there's no stress when it comes down to content creating, because you're supposed to be yourself. Aren't we supposed to be ourselves? We're supposed to be the trend or follow the trend. I think the whole thing about content creating is for you to be authentically yourself, and you can't be yourself if you following after everybody else. I mean, like, come on, I'm just saying. So that's why I feel like the whole niche thing, it could work out for someone who's just lost and don't know how to venture out into multiple videos, and that's fine. I just feel like just lose the stress of trying to figure out your niche. Like, you are the niche, you are the brand, it's you. People want to see you, be you, record and be you every single day. And that's also me preaching to the choir, okay? I ain't gonna hold, so just be you. So then after that, my day 2 would basically be a way for me to take a break from day 1 process, because so planning for 4 weeks worth of content for every single day. Now, you may not have to post every single day. I'm just saying it's great to have something filled in for that day. It don't hurt to post every single day. I mean, I've done it. I've seen significant increase in my views. So I don't see anything wrong with it, but you want to make sure you take a break from creating, because sometimes creating, you do it for so long in a day's time, things would just get all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to take a break and step away from it. Day one, I'm planning literally everything that I want to do for the month. Day two, this is when I come back and plan for my actual BCD, which is batch content day. Like, this is me actually breaking down what videos am I recording, what am I wearing, what's my hairstyle looking like, my nails looking like, where are my filming locations in my house, even down to the accessories, to the makeup. How many hours am I, we're supposed to be the trend or follow the trend, willing to put in everything you have to think about on BCD. You want to make sure that there's no way for you to think about anything, because everything is so detailed. Now, you do have to be careful for pivotal moment. That happened to me. I had pivot after pivot after pivot, but because I was so on point with my scheduling and with my strategy, it was easier for me to pick up from that pivot and still give it my all. And I was still able to do all my videos in that one setting plus an extra one. So
downstairs in the bathroom, so I have to bring my stuff downstairs. Just make room for pivot. It is what it is. So I completely had a slow morning. It felt good to have a slow morning. If you never had a slow morning, you're sleeping. So right now it is 9:12. Normally I start at 9, but last night both James and I equally didn't get no sleep last night. I am going to make me some BT beets tea. It's good if you haven't had it. I'm gonna make some BT and let's get, you see how I pivot and what I do. But I won't be able to bring my camera upstairs to actually get the products because he's not feeling well, and y'all not about to see my baby like that. So so we're just gonna get everything from upstairs, bring it downstairs to start the process, because today we are working on 6. Yeah, so today we're working on 6 videos. I did everything last night.
All I'm saying is, as long as you stay on task and stay on course with what you have for the day for your BCD. So that's the whole purpose of day 2. So now I know I even said really quick, I just want to go back. Now I know I said that I planned for the month. You can always go back and change, because there could be this trending song or this trending audio. You do want to get that audio. Sometimes there's like a transition trend, like some of those transition trends, like you just don't want to pass up. But what I am saying is, don't get so caught up being in the trend and forgetting that you are the trend. Day 3, which is actually BCD, this is when you get up early, get you something to eat, stay hydrated, and take breaks. Like, you see this big container, this is my beet juice. This is what I use to stay hydrated, to stay consistent. Even if I eat something heavy, I'm gonna get the itis. So that's the basic that I can honestly say to you is plan. And when I say plan, you have to break it down. Be somewhere where you can be alone, or somewhere where you're not going to be easily distracted, so that you can actually focus on what content that you want to produce. You want to find your niche or no niche, and you want to figure out what strategies you're trying to get with. You want to stay organized, you want to stay consistent with yourself, and you just want to be also honest with yourself too, just knowing how many videos that you actually want to do that day. Now, this, what I'm about to talk about right now, which is the night before the batch content day, this is still technically day 2, but these are some of the steps that I do at night, staying consistent. So the first thing I like to make sure I am checking my equipment. I can't express that enough. So if you're using your phone, you want to make sure that you have enough space on your phone. Delete old videos or export them someplace else, or download them and put them into your Instagram or save it to your drives. Whatever you can do that you can save it, do that. Because when it comes down to recording and you record on your phone, there's nothing like being in the process of it and you get a notification saying there's no storage. I had to do it plenty of times, and trust me, it takes a while to ramp it back up. Also, if you're using like a camera, the same thing. You want to clear all your SD cards. You want to make sure there's at least enough storage for all the videos that you are doing for the day. Another thing is you want to practice your lighting. The lighting one, I'm gonna say this is tricky, because say for instance, like right now, it's dark outside, right? So if I'm setting up my light, I'm setting up my lights adjusted to how the sunlight is gonna come into my room. So the next day, you may have the light to be the perfect setting, but if I went with the same setting in the daytime, I don't need for it to be this bright. So you just want to be mindful of how you position your lighting, and it may have a different effect on your camera. So you just got to change some camera settings around and then you'll be fine. Like I said, you want to know where you're placing your light, you want to know where you're placing your camera, but you definitely want to know where you're placing your camera when you're using two cameras. So if you're using your phone and if you're using a camera, you want to know which positions are going to be straightforward or which is going to get side angles, or how to get them both one on top of the other. But you also got to remember that the light is there. So you just got to know how to place everything. And I'm telling you, doing these steps the day before batch content day, it helped me out so much. But you also have to remember, if you are filming in more than one location in your house, you also have to see what the lighting looks like there. Say for instance, you want to do it in your living room, on your couch, but the angles, the positions, the background is not giving. When you plan better, you know how your clothes is going to look, you know how you're going to position yourself, you know how you're going to talk to the camera. You're practicing your angles without knowing you're doing it overnight. You're getting your mind ready, going in with a plan. And when you go with the plan with anything, you always succeed. Like, it's a plan. God said, write it down, make a plan. Come on. And if you're a hot girl, but no, seriously, if you're a girl that who always get hot so easily, you want to make sure that that AC is on way before you start recording, because there's nothing like doing makeup and sweating, because now you're upset, now you're frustrated, now your levels inside your body's increasing, now everything is, it's gonna be a hot mess. So make sure you put your AC on, you put your fans on way before you start recording. So yeah, so make sure your AC is on. I really wanted to do this video for some time now, and I'm actually happy that it's getting done. Water, let's get it. See, we are definitely in our spa mode. So I just want to say Okay, so we got that video out the way. So the other part of that video will be when I actually edit, and I'll do my voiceover on the Instagram one. So next, I want to start to get my makeup stuff out. So I already got my brushes, those were cleaned last night. Now I just want to switch over and put my wig on. Then I am going to style my wig. It was already shampooed, washed, all of that stuff. So it did a little air dry last night, but so I'm about to take these clip-ins out. And this is a perfect way to like snack in between, get your reset. So now when it comes down to beauty tips, let me put you on game. I know this is going to sound like the most, but I can guarantee that if you do it, you will save so much time on BCD. I can guarantee it. I won't promise, but I can guarantee it. When it comes down to your hairstyle, you want to know what hairstyles, what wig, what clip-ins, what track, whatever hairstyle you're having, you want to make sure that it is already washed, conditioned, blow dried, all of that good old jazz. Unless it's a hair video, then that's different. If you're doing an actual hair video on BCD, then it's different. Then you don't gotta worry about it. But if you're doing a get ready with me, or I'm going to the gym, or fitness, or cooking, or painting type of video, you wanna make sure that your hair is at least somewhat done, or at least washed, shampooed, and blow dry. It's easier to catch content and actually styling your hair. That's one of the things that I do. So that helps me do like a cheat video when I have to get ready. Like I'm doing my makeup, boom, that's one video. I'm doing my hair, boom, that's another video. I'm doing my lip gloss, boom, that's another video. So it seems like I'm going to have to pivot again, okay? James he's really not feeling well. And I may have to go and get Josh from school today. If men would just listen to women, I really feel like this world would be a better place. I'm getting dressed, boom, that's another video. There's so many ways that you can collect content in one sitting. That's all you got to do. And sometimes you don't even have to change your shirt. It depends if you want to, but not all the time you have to. But I'm telling you right now, you want to make sure that's washed, shampooed, and make sure you know what hairstyles you're wearing. Try the wigs on. Like, make sure it fit right. You want to make sure that when it comes down to BCD, everything is just legit and planned right. So another thing is, when it comes down to beauty, is your makeup. You want to figure out, if you're a makeup artist and you're doing on BCD like 4 makeup videos, I've done it. You just want to make sure that you have your makeup desired looks that you want to do. You want to do a full glam video, soft glam video, underpaint video, or your favorite lippies video. Make sure that you have the the exact idea of what makeup you want to go in with, because there's nothing like on BCD to say, ooh, what makeup do I want to do? And I did that before. One time I was just freestyling makeup one time. I'm like, I don't even know what makeup look I want to go for. And you're freestyling, and you can do a freestyle makeup video. I did a freestyle makeup video on batch content, but you're just knowing exactly the look that you're going for. Even if you've never done it, have a picture of it, put it somewhere in your folder on your phone so you know this is the look that I'm going for. I'm telling you, you probably saying, girl, that's over the top. I'm telling you, it's not. Especially if you're someone who's not like the best or the greatest with makeup, you want to have everything planned. Now, if you're a girl who could do a makeup on the fly, girl, you good. There's plenty of times I did a batch content and I had no idea what makeup plan I was going with. I still did the darn thing. I'm not saying you can't do it, but what I am saying is you would rather just have a plan, because you have no idea how you can spark more curiosity in the makeup look that you are thinking about by saying, oh, let me add some glitter. And then you could actually look up videos the night before, seeing how they did it, or you can look up certain videos on how do I do this. Like, you're practicing and you're studying and you're getting your mind ready for your batch content day. You want to make sure that the lipstick look good. You know, it's just everything. And the major key when it comes down to makeup, clean your brushes the night before. Even if you don't feel like doing a whole baking soda and soap kind of situation, I got you. Don't worry about it. I forgot how much I paid for this, but this is a daily brush cleaner spray, and I got this from Sephora. This right here will help you out so much, making sure that your brushes are going to be clean for that day. And all you gotta do is spray it onto the towel, wipe your brushes back and forth, boom, it's clean. It will take you probably no more than, depending on how many brushes you have, but like no more than 20 minutes. It could be less than that. So now I'm down to the outfits. This is extremely important. I feel like everything I'm saying is really important, but when it comes down to the outfits, that is very important. And the reason why that's extremely important, because the whole point of batch content is to look like you spent a brand new day doing this video, and not look like, oh, she was doing batch content because every video she's in the same outfit. You don't want to do that. But some videos are exceptional that you can do that, but you don't want to get into the habit of having the same clothes on every video. I'm just saying. So like for this shirt that I have on, I did a YouTube video, which is this one, and then I did an Instagram video. That doesn't matter. But if I did makeup video in this, and then I did my batch content in this, like, girl, because you got to remember, not everybody gonna see you and know that you did it the same day. You want to make sure that your hair, your makeup, your lipstick, the outfits are all together. Oh, wow, we almost finished, guys. I really feel like I don't have to say this one. I'm going to say it anyway, and I'm going to say it to not be funny, but for it to be strategic on BCD. Clean the night before. Say you want to do like an outfit of the day, and downstairs is the best way for you to do it in that particular location. Then you got to bring all your clothes downstairs, all your stuff, your accessories, your bag, your shoes, your pants, your shirt, everything. Now that that's downstairs, now you have this whole mess. Now you got to hurry up and clean up or push all of that to another side. That's a waste of time. The best bet is to be prepared. I can't stress this enough. Be prepared. When it comes down to batch content, because the least you have to overthink or do on batch content, the better your content is going to be, because all your thoughts and creativity is focused on getting this batch content down and done with. So another thing that helped me out is figuring out how many hours for each video, and then giving myself an extra 10, 15, 30 minutes. Say if I have a makeup video and I know that's going to take me probably like an hour, I'm going to say maybe 2 hours, because what if my eyebrows aren't acting right, like how these were this morning? What if I'm starting to have teardrops? I get that more times than I want now. But what if you have teardrops? Now you gotta wait for this to dry. What if mascara fell on here? Now you gotta wait for that to dry, be able to take it off. What if the whole look was not giving because you didn't plan right? Or if you did plan right, it's just not what you thought that came to mind. Now you got extra time in the day to actually take the time away, take it all off, and start again. Definitely say give yourself enough time for each video. It was ridiculous. So right now it is what time is it? Let's see. It is 4:16. I was supposed to be finished this particular video at 2 o'clock. Like I said, there were so many pivotal moments that was going on where I had to pivot. I had to go and get my son from school. Husband is sick. And I'm not cooking dinner. No, I am like so right now inside. Like, it's taking everything for me to just smile right now. You guys literally have no idea what I just went through in a matter of 2 hours. The emotional drain and mental drain I just went through just now. How am I still laughing? But like I said, this year the show must go on. I still have to stick to the plan regardless of my mood. So right now, all right, so let's see what we got next to do. So I finished my makeup video. That one was pretty cool. I was able to do it for Instagram and I was able to do it for YouTube. I'm really supposed to be wrapping up everything because 2 o'clock, so that's, yeah, I was supposed to be wrapping up everything around this time. So I was gonna be finished by 2. Yeah, I was actually finished by 2. Then that would have been 2:30. That would have been 3. That would have been 3:30. Yeah. And then I would just have to do 3:30, about 4:18. Yeah, I would have been finished doing my batch content detail video. So now I already did the lip combo. Oh, I did that one already. That's right, I just did that with the makeup. So I did 2 videos. That's one thing I love about doing 2 in 1. So I just did my makeup video for Instagram and YouTube. And then I also just did a lip combo video for Instagram. That's done. So next I have to go downstairs. That's where the rest of my content is going to come from. Those particular videos are going to be more so natural lighting. So I don't want for there to be bright lighting. So I do want to catch it while it's still like, it's not sunny outside, but it's still a nice light where it's going to piggyback downstairs pretty nice. Then it's the last video, which is me talking about my batch. I may be right here in this chair doing it. I did want to be downstairs doing that batch content detail video, but because of just the way everything is set up right now, and Josh home and James is both home, so I just know that this will be the quietest room for me to do that. Plus the light and everything is great in here, so cool. I'll just do it in here. I did want to do it downstairs, but maybe another video I would do the video downstairs and doing a talk with you guys. So I do want to clean up some of the mess that I have up here. I am going to wash my brushes. I'm gonna wash my brushes later on tonight. I am going to take my nails off because I need girl therapy right now. I need it real bad. Y'all have no idea. I'm about to get into a fight. Like, picking up Josh, about to get into a fight with one of the moms there. Like, girl, and she had a few people in the car. I didn't even care. Girl, I took everything. We're not gonna bring that energy here. So my husband and his sickness. Child. So next, which is so important, and I feel like this is a common sense one, but you want to plan your content in order that works best for you. So example, so if you're doing 4 videos, so you have an outfit of the day, a morning routine, a get ready with me, and a gym. Which one would you do first? You want to do your morning routine first. Now you at the gym. Boom, that's 2 videos. You come back home, you take your shower. Now you're doing your get ready with me. After you do your get ready with me, now you're doing your outfit of the day. That's 4 videos. And then you can include 5 because you got to take it all off. Your nighttime routine. So you see what I'm saying? You got to know how to do it in order. But that's all I'm basically saying. You have 5 videos in that. I write all of my videos out at night. And I will show you an example of what I've done for today. If I could find it. Here it is. All right. So I'll show you an example first, and then I will show you how I actually write mine out. So I'm going to see if I can take a picture of this and then put it here. Or here somewhere, I don't know. You just want to make sure that you know where you're going, because sometimes in a process of creating, you can forget in a process of creating so much. Your mind is constantly going. We're finished now. I just wanted to tell you this. Whenever you think of an idea, I don't care if you put the notes in your phone, I don't care if you have like a content notepad, whatever you have, make sure you write that idea down immediately, because there's nothing like saying, dang, I had a great content idea and I can't remember it. So yeah, guys, so this is basically it when it comes down to batch content day. I just really feel like the most important part is planning and being very strategic with what you want to produce, what you want to record, what you want to create, and what you want your page or platform platforms to look like. Make sure your cameras are charged. Make sure you charge everything the night before. Please, there's no particular rule. It's whatever works best for you, and I feel like I just wanted to give you the information and can do with it whichever you choose. So guys, I really do hope that this was helpful. I hope that this was exciting. Like, I really hope that you learned something from here. Put it down below. Let me know, like, comment, let me know if this was helpful to you. And if you want more videos like this, I do want to talk about niching. Like, I gave you a little bit of my perspective of it. I will give you a lot more, but what I really want to say is, like, niching is, take with it what you may please. I don't know, but I am just so grateful just to have this opportunity with you guys. I want to say thank you so much for coming to my channel, and if this is your first time here, thank you so much for allowing me to entertain as well as educate you. I do hope these tips, tricks, and my past experiences were completely helpful to you guys, and if it was, please let me know down below which one was the most helpful to you, because I really want to do more videos like this. I'm really excited to do that, and I have a lot more videos that I want to do to come. And I just want to say, guys, I pray that God continue allowing for your life to be an answered prayer and others can see his glory in your life, and I'll see you in my next video.